Hey guys, it's Wits. Today I'm gonna give you some tips on how to capture FROSTALLION, one of the legendary pals in the game. Before you go to any legendary boss fight, it's important to make some preparation, as these fights can be quite a challenge if you're not ready. The first thing you should find out is the weakness element for that boss. There is an elemental chart for the game you can look at, but there is a much better way than this chart. Anyway, once you find out the weakness element for the boss you're about to fight, head over to the Paldex website. Link will be in the description. Now scroll down to the element calculation tab. Select the boss's element, and this will show you which element the boss is weak or strong against. In this case, FROSTALLION is ice, therefore weakness is fire, and she's strong against dragon type element. This is one of the most important things to know for any boss fight in this game. That said, since FROSTALLION is ice element, we need to bring pals that can do fire damage. Here's my team of pals that I brought to capture her. You can use different pals as long as they deal fire damage. I'm simply showing you what I was using. First, I have Yomontide Ignis. Before the fight, you can adjust the active skills by either teaching it to the pal or by choosing from the available list if they have any of the skills better than what is currently active. This step is not necessary, but it's good to know. My next pal is Blazimut. She's all fire, as you can see here. Next, I have Phalaris. This has been my go-to pal for fire damage. It did most of the work for me in this fight. It's one of my favorites, and he's been with me since the beginning as my flying mount. But now I only use him for fighting, and he's got a lot of fire move that I can switch to on the fly. The other two pals on the team, Claw and Jetragon, are for movement purposes only. Another important thing that I do before any boss fight is to use food buffs for me and my pals. I have a full guide on this on the channel if you are interested. I use carbonara for 20% increase in defense, and it's very easy to make. I also use my Serena cheeseburger for 20% attack increase. Just kill some Serena for meat and you are golden. I also use Hector Deer Locomoco for 20% attack increase. Very easy to make. Just get some deer meat and you're good. I also use the Hector Deer Stew for 20% defense increase. All these food buffs will make things easier for you and your pals during those boss fights. Now for weapons, I always bring the rocket launcher as it deals the most damage in the game, regardless of elements. I also bring the poison bow just for damage over time in the beginning of the fight. But if you're gonna use the poison bow, be careful not to use it at the end of the fight so that you don't accidentally kill the pal when the goal is to capture it. Next, I use the single shot rifle from time to time, and especially during the end of the fight, just to lower the health enough to make capturing easier. My last weapon is the humming sphere launcher, just because it's cool to shoot and it's hard to miss with it. But to be honest, I often forget to use it. Now, gear-wise, just bring your best gears and make sure you dress according to the weather. It's cold here. I think that's all the tips you need to capture FROSTALLION. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.